All right, go ahead.
Welcome, everybody. My name is Tom Huseby, and I have Dylan Hastings with me here tonight, and we're going to do a training that shows you how to get your whole sales funnel set up. Ingresso Cybernetico, if you didn't know, just set up a brand new sales funnel, and it is awesome. So we're going to show you how to integrate all of that tonight and make it work for you. So Dylan Hastings is going to be doing the bulk of the training. I'm going to be monitoring the questions and backup in case he loses power again. So take it away, Dylan.
Hey, thanks a lot, Tom, and glad to be here, guys. I mean, we've got a ton of people on this webinar tonight, which is really exciting because every week we do these trainings every Tuesday, Thursday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and the more people that we get on these training calls, the better, because we can go out there and show and help your teams duplicate, use the products to grow their businesses or their other businesses for that matter, and which in turn is going to help, with retention, and it's also going to show that these products are a tremendous value. And you can use these to grow your Ingresso Cybernetico business. Now, I'm personally excited to cover this tonight because, for somebody that's been in internet marketing, network marketing for about 9 years, we've all went out there and purchased additional products in the marketplace. And one of the things I love about Ingresso, or IC as we call it, is we have so many different products here with the company that we're paying only 25 bucks a month for the maintenance cost and to keep our websites going and our business centers going. And look at all that we get for that price. I mean, yes, we're buying business centers, and those business centers are profit centers, which are making us money. But ultimately, the only overhead that we have for this business after we get started is the $25, right? And for all of you out there that are familiar with some of the products in the marketplace, I mean, we all know that we pay, $20 just for hosting. This system that we're now getting access to, this marketing funnel system. I mean, literally, people are out there paying anywhere between $35 and $60 a month for this same system that we have our hands on for 25 bucks. So if you're new to Ingresso Cybernetico, we want to welcome you. Glad that you're here because you're going to love this company, and just keep plugging into those training calls every Tuesday and Thursday night. And we'll do our best to try to help your teams as well as ours, and continue to grow together as a company. So with that, Tom just said as well that I may lose power. The power's been flickering on and off tonight. I live here in Atlanta, Georgia. And of course, as everybody knows, there's a storm coming through here. So hopefully I don't lose power again. But if I do, Tom will take it over and we should be good to go. So definitely glad to have everybody coming on. We've got a lot more people coming on board right now, but let's go ahead and get started. We want to be respectful of your time. So first thing we're going to do is if everybody's logged into their back office, you don't have to be, or if you're not next to a computer, that's fine. But what you'll do is, and we'll walk you through this. And again, you want to make sure you have a pen and a piece of paper, something to write down some information here we're going to give you. But you're going to log into your back office. So I'm in my back office right now. All right. You're going to go to my dashboard, and this screen right here, my dashboard. You're going to go down to my referral link, okay, or my referral links, okay. Now, what that does is it brings up this page right here, and I just clicked on it again so it refreshed the screen so you could see. Now, right here is the actual, everybody already knows these links because if you look on your front dashboard, they're already there for you. The only one that's not there is the Portuguese one, but you can get all of your links right back here, okay? What you're going to do, though, is we're going to concentrate on this one right here, your funnel URL. All you need to do is click this link right here where it says create your funnel. All right, and it's going to say, it's going to give you some information. You do have to link up your autoresponder. So currently, right now, the company is allowing you to integrate Aweber or Magic Responder. If you're using Aweber, you're going to have to set up your own sales funnel, your own campaign messages, which a lot of you may be familiar with doing that, and that's okay if you've got them. I would honestly suggest that if you've set up some campaigns through Aweber, if you don't mind sharing them, post them in the Ingresso Cybernetico on the Facebook page for Ingresso Cybernetico so that other people can use those. If you're not familiar how to do that, maybe we'll do a training on it next week or maybe in the near future. But you can Google it, you can YouTube it and see how to share those. You want to make sure you use global fields and that you use a shared campaign. Those are the two main things. But some of you out there that are familiar with internet marketing know how to do that. If one of you out there that is experienced has an Aweber campaign, please post it in the group so that other people can use it and modify it to their own liking if they want to use Aweber. I personally am going to use Magic Responder because Magic Responder is an Ingresso Cybernetico product. And I like to have everything all in one place. It makes it much easier. We can log into our Ingresso Cybernetico back office. We can click on products. And we can access each of these products under the same login, which is extremely nice to have as opposed to going to 10 different things because it does get confusing. So in this case, we're going to use Magic Responder. Now you'll see that it pops up a drop down. It says we need a form ID. Now the form ID is what we're going to create here in just a second. You're not going to touch the video. This is all going to stay where it is right now. Now we'll be able to customize this later on, but for right now, we're going to leave that video where it is. We're not going to touch anything with that video. I wouldn't mess around with any of this right here. The display name, if you're operating your business out of a team name or a business or your personal name, whatever you want to do, an alias, whatever, make sure that you put your name right here. Obviously, keep it professional and so on and so forth. But we're not going to hit setup now yet because we do need this form code. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to go in and we need to set up the actual campaign in our Magic Responder, okay? And a lot of you all know where to find Magic Responder. If you don't, you go up to your dashboard here, you click on Products, click on Autoresponder. It's going to bring you right into your Magic Responder back office dashboard, which is going to look just like this, okay? Now, I've already got 2 campaigns here. Now, like I just mentioned to you guys, I wanted to take a lot of the headache of getting this set up for you. And it's not a headache, really. It's a little time consuming. And if for people that are new and just getting started, this is probably the biggest learning curve you're going to have is setting up your Magic Responder campaign messages because you're dealing with HTML, you're dealing with URLs, embedded URLs in some cases, and the format is sometimes a little tricky. So I wanted to do all that for you, so I hope that you appreciate that. And I'm going to show you how to use it as well here in just a few seconds. So again, if you're not familiar with how to do this, please take notes, and we'll walk you through each step. So with that, let me go ahead and now what you're going to do is you're going to log into your Magic Responder. Now, currently, most of you have no campaigns in here, right? Let me just go ahead and save that because we're going to use that here in just a minute. I'm going to show you how to do something else as well. All right, so typically, none of you are going to have anything in here, okay? We're going to import a campaign, but first what I want to do is I want to go down and get the shared campaign code, and I'm going to post that here in the chat in just a second so you guys all have that. This code right here is going to allow you all to basically take exactly what I'm showing you right now and import it into your own Magic Responder and not have to worry about any of this stuff other than to change the codes and personalize it to yourself. So, and I'm going to show you where to use this code in just a second. So that code I just posted in the chat right there, you want to make sure you either write it down, copy and paste it, email it to yourself, whatever you want to do, but just make sure you have that before we get off the webinar because you're going to want that, okay? All right, first things first, we're going to go back to Magic Responder. Okay, now the first thing you're going to do is you're going to come in here, and again, there's not going to be anything here. With that code I just gave you, what you're going to do is you're going to click on Import Campaign. You're going to name it your own campaign. So in this case, we're going to say Test Campaign. Okay, you name it John's campaign or Ingresso Cybernetico Sales Funnel Campaign, whatever you want to do, just so you can distinguish it from your other campaigns that you're going to create later on down the road and maybe other businesses that you have or whatever it may be. You're going to copy and paste a link. Okay, that's the link I just gave you guys in the chat. And we're going to click import. And it's going to take just a second here. All right, now it says your campaign has now been imported. All right. All you need to do now is go up back to Autoresponder. You got to click Autoresponder again. All right, and it's going to come up here. Now I put these generic so that there's no links in here that are linked to me. There's no links that are linked to anybody in the company. They're all generic. You're going to have to go in there and change them, but I'm going to show you what to change here in just a second. I originally shared this with my team, and I had some people out there that had imported the campaign but didn't change the links, and I do not want there to be any links associated with myself. So I created this separate campaign so that it's all generic to you guys. Okay, so when you download it, even though you created a campaign name, in this case, your campaign name is going to show here, but all the information I put in there is going to show here. So what we need to do is we need to take this campaign, okay, and you'll see that's inactive. You're going to use Manage Campaign, and you're going to click Edit Campaign. And again, this is going to be recorded, guys, so you can go back here and watch this and pause it and rewind and so on and so forth. All right, now all we're going to do is we're going to slide down. Here's what you already named it, so you're not going to change that. Right here, you can label it campaign details. You can say IC funnel campaign or IC funnel prospects. Okay, right here where it says name of campaign, you're going to put your name. All right, in this case, I'll put mine. All right, email to the campaign manager, you're going to use your email. So I'll just use my email to be safe. Actually, hold on. All right, now you're going to go up here, company name. That could be anything. That could be your company name, or it could be just your personal name. In this case, I'm just going to use my personal name. Company URL. What I'm gonna suggest here is your IC link. So you're going to just put HTTP / Ingresso. All right, now I'm not going to put any other thing there, but you would put your personal link there, / and then whatever your code is, right, or your username. Name of email sender, this is what's going to appear in their inbox. In this case, I'm going to use my name again. And again, you can use whatever you want here, guys. There's no specific thing that you have to put here. Again, I just put generic emails in here where it says your email goes here at test.com. Again, I'm just going to put my email. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to slide down just a little bit. We're not going to touch any of these right here. Okay, none of these are going to be touched at all. And actually, you know what? I just saw something in here. I'm going to change that campaign code. Do not use the campaign code I just gave you. I'm going to give you a different one because there's I had changed these to custom URLs. I'll go back and get you guys a campaign code before we end this this webinar here. Okay. But I want to make sure that that's not in there for you guys. Let me see if it actually. You know what? You can use the same campaign code. Excuse me, not to confuse you. Go in here, and when you've got the these right here, which says subscription confirmation URLs or unsubscribe URLs, click on URL by default. We just want to keep those default, and it'll bring them back to the original defaults that were in the system. Okay, that's the magic responder URLs that we want to keep in there. We don't need the other ones in there. All right. Once you do that, you're going to scroll down, and you're going to put. Now you can keep double opt-in on if you choose. I personally, with this type of funnel system, I'm going to keep mine off. I suggest keeping it off, but it doesn't really matter. You can keep it on or you can keep it off. If you want to keep it on, people will have to double opt-in, and they're just going to have to basically say yes twice to your sales funnel, which will make sure that obviously you've got some serious people that are looking at your business. But at the same time, we want to try to win them over, in my opinion, to see a little bit more about the business, at least drip on them for about 7 or 8 times so that they can make a sound decision or opt out, one or the other, okay? And like Dwayne says, don't be afraid of people opting out, guys. We'd rather have people opt out than to sit there and complain about getting messages from us, right? So again, we're gonna go in here, put our name. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, we're just getting a couple requests. If you could go just a little bit slower, it'd be cool. Just want to let you know.
Well, again, this is all recorded, guys. The only reason I'm going kind of quick is because, and I know you're writing stuff down, that's the reason we're going to record it, because for the sake of time, if I went through all of this word for word and went a little bit, I'll go a little bit slower, but for the sake of time, though, we're going to spend an hour if we go too slow on this stuff. So again, I just want to make sure, and there's also videos, guys. I know Tom was going to mention this at the end of the webinar. There's also videos that Dwayne has created to also set this up as well. So if you could use mine and you can use Dwayne's, and I'm sure you'll be able to figure this out. If not, just please send a request into support, but it's pretty straightforward. So again, I'll recap here in just a second. Let me just go ahead and get this finalized here. I can't see the comments, so thanks, Tom, for mentioning that. All right, so we've got, here's the campaign ID, right, or the campaign edit. All right, we went into autoresponder, we clicked edit campaign, and this is just your information right here. Now, again, guys, when you copy that campaign in there, it's going to have, I put information in every category that's going to tell you what needs to be there. Okay, I just changed it. So it's going to tell you what needs to be there. Okay, all you need to do is just make sure with the subscription confirmation URL and the unsubscribe URL in your edit campaign tab, okay, you need to make sure you change it to URL by default. And that's all you need to make sure that you do. Okay, and I'll go back in here in just a second and I'll create another campaign share code so you don't have to do that. So it'll make it a little bit easier for everybody. All right, but what we're going to do, and we're not going to touch anything here necessarily. You can put an email signature if you want to, but this is only applicable if you're using double opt-in. Okay, if you do decide that you want to put a signature code, which I recommend to make sure it's professional, but just put your name here. and maybe put your phone number or something, your phone number or your email. Okay. This is again only for double opt-in on this section right here. The confirmation message is what they would receive if you had this set to double opt-in right here. Okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to click Save Campaign because there's a lot more to cover here. And we'll give it a second. All right, now you see the campaign. All right. It's still inactive, and that's okay. Now, there's three components to an autoresponder. If any of you have ever been on our other trainings, we went through this and showed you how to set up a campaign and how to set up a funnel system or a sales marketing system. It's very similar. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back here to Manage Campaign. Okay, you're going to select the drop down. Now, the first where I went first was the Edit Campaign tab. Okay, that's where I just edited all the information. What we're going to do now is we're going to go to the opt-in form. Okay, and this is already created for you. You don't have to worry about trying to create one. It's already created. All you need to do is click on Manage Opt-in Form, okay, which is right here. Now, there's not much you're going to need to do over here. I just want to show you where to find the ID code and where to make changes if you choose, okay? This is your opt-in form, okay? And I named it Ingresso Cybernetico, which is what we're doing. We're creating a sales funnel for Ingresso Cybernetico. What I'm going to do is just go in and I'm going to show you where you can choose different settings. So where it says Manage Campaign, you're going to click Edit Form. Okay, Manage Campaign, just click it. It'll use a drop down, hit Edit Form. And all you need to do is scroll down just a ways, and you're going to see we don't need to mess with any of this tonight because we're not going to be embedding we're not embedding this opt-in form with our blog or anything else. This is going to be hidden through HTML. So we're just using the HTML for this form. It's actually going to be embedded in the capture page that's already been created for you by Ingresso Cybernetico, okay? So all we do now is go down, and you don't have to change any of this, guys. I've already got this set up for you. So you're just going to leave an email because we're only collecting emails here, and it was submit button, and that's pretty much it. You just need those two, okay? And you don't need anything else in here for right now. You're just going to click Save Details because you didn't really make any changes, but I just wanted to show you where you could make changes if you choose. All right, now we're going to go back to our campaign. And the way to do that, there's no back button. You have to just go up where it says autoresponder. Click that. It's going to drop down. You're going to click autoresponder again. All right, it brings you back to your campaign, which is the one that we just imported. Now, a lot of you are only going to have this campaign in there, so it's not going to have these other two in here, okay? All we're going to do is use the drop down again. And now we're going to manage the autoresponder messages. Now, this is what takes time, and this is what is time consuming, and this is what can sometimes kind of get people frustrated where they don't move forward with getting this set up. And that's why I wanted to do this for y'all, is to get this set up so you very easily can get started and then kind of tweak and figure out how to use the system a lot better with maybe some other things. You can create your own campaigns. You can change the URL. You can do all kinds of stuff with the system. Literally, this is the lifeblood, in my opinion, of any internet marketer. Okay, so definitely you want to play around with this as much as you can. But what we're going to do here is you're just going to click again, Manage Campaign. You're going to click Manage Autoresponder Messages. Click that option, and you guys can see that these are all set up for you. Okay, so these are the exact messages that if you've heard them talk about, if you've heard Dwayne or anybody else with a company talk about, they've got some pre-built messages for you in the download files. These are the messages. I've just went ahead and imported them for you guys and formatted them. So all you need to do is go in and edit the links. Okay, that's all you need to do, and it'll be very easy to do that. I'm going to show you how to do that here in just a second. Now, what you'll see is you've got subjects. These are the subjects of the emails. These are the dates I created them. But what you're going to see over here is your interval. Okay, now what this means for all of you that are new or that are not familiar with internet marketing, which is fine. It took me 5 years to try to figure all this stuff out. These intervals are basically the days that the emails are going to go out to your prospects. So the way it works is that they go to your sales funnel, your IC sales funnel. They opt in. Okay, this is the first email that they're going to get, right? Immediately upon opting in. 2 days from now, they're going to get another email from you. Okay, and then 4 days from now, 6 days from now, and so on and so forth. Okay, up to 12 days from the date that they opt in. Okay, And this is really exciting because this will do this for you. Typically 2, 3, 4 messages, and they're going to know that you're serious about wanting to work with them. And a lot of those people are either going to take action, or they're going to respond, tell you to remove them from the system, or they're going to unsubscribe, one or the other. I mean, it doesn't make any difference, but this system is, in my opinion, you got a better chance of converting them to a sale if they haven't already bought from you initially, than to not be able to not follow up with them at all. Okay. All you need to do, guys and girls and ladies, I should say, is you need to click on each of these where it says manage message. Okay, you have to do these independently. I would start from the bottom, work my way up, doesn't matter. But in this case, I'm just going to show you from the top. You're going to click the button here. You're going to click edit message. All right, now you're going to scroll down, and you want to be very careful with this. I shouldn't say very careful, but if you change this right here from HTML to text only, it's going to change the entire format of this email, which is what I was kind of saying, is that these are kind of finicky just a little bit. You just got to get familiar with the system and get comfortable with the way you want to create them. Some people use text, some people use HTML, and some people use both. It doesn't matter, however you want to do it. But if you go up here and change any of this stuff up here, it's going to change the whole entire format of the way the email is going to look when somebody receives it. So just be cautious of that. The only thing that you need to do is go in here, and where it's blue, okay, is a hyperlink. Okay, most of you know what a hyperlink is. Okay, it means that when they click this link here, it's going to go to whatever destination that you choose. These are all set to link, so you need to go in here and just click on the hyperlink. Okay. Now, for all of you out there, again, and I'm just assuming that you don't know this, okay, and I want to make sure, because some people don't know this. Those that are more advanced that do know this, just bear with me a second, because I do want to make sure I cover this. All you need to do, guys, is take your mouse, click right here where it says click here. You're going to see up here where it just highlighted this link. Okay, that just means that there's a link embedded to this blue hyperlink. You need to go in there and just click the one that's the link. Don't click the broken one, because you'll unlink it. Okay, just click insert link. It's going to pop up a box, and see where I typed in link right here? All you need to do is type in your Ingresso Cybernetico link. So HTTP, whatever, www.ingressocybernetico.com / whatever your username is, right? All you need to do is, and what I would do is, see where it says open in this window? I would change this to open in a new window, okay? Because you don't want to necessarily take them away from the page that they're on. It doesn't really matter. It's just by preference, really. But I would do open a new window, okay? And all you're going to do is click update. Now you can see it still says click here. The difference is now the link that's behind there is your link, okay? If you don't change it, when somebody clicks on that and gets an email from you, it's not going to do anything. It won't go anywhere because it says link there, okay? But I needed to make sure that I put something there so that I could save it so you guys know where to go in and change it. So all you're going to do is put your link here. That's it. You're going to click update. You're done. Down here where it says your name, you're going to just highlight that and just type in your name, right? Okay. Now in this case right here, you want to look for these two. Here's another one. It says your IC link goes here. Okay. Just take that again. Now this is not a hyperlink, but you're still going to hyperlink it. And I'll show you how to do that here in just a second. You're just going to go HTTP. Oops. And you're going to type in your Ingresso Cybernetico link. Can't type tonight. / and whatever your username is, right? I'm not going to put anything in there. All you do is highlight this here. Okay, go back up to this little link. Click it and type in your link again. It's always nice to copy and paste. I'm not going to do that right now, but okay, and you guys get the idea. So you're going to go in here again, and you can click open new window. You've got your link here. Make sure that this is correct, because that's the destination URL that they're going to go to. Target, I always pick new window. Doesn't matter. You can leave it the same. Click insert. Okay, and now you guys can see how it has a hyperlink there. That's what you want. Okay, a lot of email services, if you just leave it the link there, and you email it out, a lot of times the email system will convert it to a hyperlink. But I can tell you just from experience, not all of them will. So it's good to hyperlink it before because once you save this, you're never going to have to do it again. Okay. But in this case, you're going to put your Ingresso Cybernetico URL here. Okay. And again, this one here is embedded. It's right here. Okay. And this one right here has the text and the hyperlink behind it, which is the exact same thing. Okay. Exact same destination. All right. You're going to leave everything else alone, and you're going to click save. I'll show you one more for those that, I don't want to go too fast, and I apologize if I am going too fast, but again, there's a lot of information here. I want to be respectful of your time. So second message here, click on manage message, edit message. You're going to scroll down again. Okay, you're going to see that, okay, and make sure you scroll through this, just check it. All right, this is the hyperlink here you need to change. Click on the link, put your link here, and I'm going to copy this time so I don't have to keep typing that. All right, so there's the link there, right? We're going to open in a new window. I'm going to click update. That's already embedded. Okay, that's going to be your link, obviously. Okay, again, same thing. Your IC link goes here. You can just paste it now, highlight it. Okay, go over here, paste it, new window, insert. Okay, and you're done. And then the same thing goes here. And again, I named this so you guys know what to put here, but again, you just put your name here. All right, this is the hyperlink here, but it's showing click here. Again, it's going to go to our website. So this is where your Ingresso Cybernetico website is going to go again. Copy and paste it. All right, makes it very easy when you start copy and pasting it. And then open new window, update. All right, boom, you're done. All right, you guys can see how easy this will get once you get experience with it. You'll be able to fly right through it. I personally, every campaign that I create, I test them. Okay, so the way to do that is to go in here. Now you can go into your sales funnel, which I recommend you do after you get it set up to make sure it's working properly, but you're only going to get one message for today. Then you'll get other messages. I want to make sure that all the messages are going to the right links and there's no broken links and that everything's working properly. What you do is when you're editing this message, before you click save, click test email, okay, and then click save. And what it'll do is the system will go out there and send you an email saying that it'll basically send the email that your prospects are going to get when they opt in your funnel. Best thing to do, and I know it's not timesome, or it doesn't take a long time, but trust me, you want to do it because I've had instances in the past where I've been dyslexic or something and I've typed the wrong numbers, vice versa or something, and you don't want people clicking on those broken links because it's not effective. You want to make sure that these are all working properly, and then you're good to go. That's all you need to do with these messages, okay? Again, you'll be able to watch this video again, back it up, fast forward it, and so on and so forth. Hopefully I didn't go too fast for you there. Tom, if you could unmute your line, buddy, just let me know. Do we have any questions up to this point on things that we've covered? Because I know it's been a lot so far. But before we move on, just to kind of tie this all together, let's go ahead and take some questions if we have.
Sure. Yeah, I've been answering some in chat and just keeping them in my brain here so we can talk out loud when we got to a stopping point. But one was, can we add messages or modify messages? And the answer is yes on that. Mm-hmm. And the other question was, can we do the customized name? We'll put the person's name in there. And my answer on that was, you can if you're setting your funnel up that way, but the funnel that we're showing tonight is set up by default for email only. That's why we're doing it that way, so you're not capturing their name. So we wouldn't use the name in the brackets in this particular sales funnel. And
before,
what was the share code for the messages? And that should be in your chat box there. Hopefully you guys can still see that.
I'm going to get you guys another one here in just 2 seconds, so don't copy that one down just yet. If you did, just cross it out because I'm going to get you another one here that has those changes that I just was telling you. But one of the question that was before the last one here that Tom was talking about, see where it says hi friend? In the capture page in the funnel system that Ingresso Cybernetico has set up for you, okay, it does not capture name, all right? Now, if you go in here and you put in the name that you want to fill the name in, and you guys can do that if you do set up a sales funnel and you want to use these messages, what you do is see where it says friend, see where I highlighted it? All you're going to do is go in here and where it says insert field in a message, you're going to use the drop down and you're going to pick name, okay? What that does is it puts a code in there that it'll take the data from your opt-in form and it'll automatically import it into this email as if you were typing it out personally to that individual, okay? we're not doing that because if I did that and I sent the emails out in a campaign and we didn't collect the name, it's going to look weird because it's going to have the code there. It's going to say, it's going to have the code there. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So if you click here, see how it says hi and then it says name in brackets? If I don't collect the name, when these emails go out to that individual, it's going to look exactly like that right there. We don't want that to appear like that. So you guys can change what it says. You can just say hi if you want to. I just put hi friend. Okay, it doesn't matter. You can say hi buddy, whatever. Hi man, woman, whatever. Doesn't matter what you do there, but I do recommend that you put something in there. It is nice if you're collecting the name, but if you're not collecting the name, just pick something there. Okay. All right. Any other?
Somebody just asked, where's the place? I click to check or test the email again, and that is when you're in the email under the edit, or at the bottom, when you're in the edit screen at the bottom, right? Scroll down, right there.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, you're gonna basically, before you save it, because if you hit save, it's gonna take you out of the screen. Okay, you'll have to go back and do it again, which is fine. You can click edit and go back, but to save you time and headache, just click test email and then click save once you get done modifying this. Okay, and that will literally take you there so that you can check your email, make sure everything's working properly, and you're good to go. Okay. All right, so that's all set up again. I just wanted to show you two messages. If we go back to the campaign again, you guys can see that there's a total of, I think, what did I say, 10 or 6 or 7 messages there. Excuse me. There's about, what is there, 6, 7, I think 7 messages total. So you'll have to go in again and do that same thing I just showed you for the first 2. You'll have to go in there and change the other ones. But I can promise you, just by copying this campaign code, you can twist it and modify it however you want to. You can change terminology, text, whatever you want to do. You can do it. You can customize it to yourself. But just keep in mind, make sure you do the test email because the format sometimes will be off as well. Okay. And you need to make sure it looks nice before you send it out to any of your prospects. Okay. All right. Now that this is all done, that's the hard part. And when I say hard, it's not hard once you get familiar with it, everybody. But again, going back to thinking about 3 years ago, if somebody was to show me this, I would have been lost by now. So I do apologize if I'm going fast, but we're already 34 minutes into it. And we still got some more things to cover. So
yeah.
And again,
when we schedule these for an hour, it automatically cuts off at 60 minutes. I think so. We want to get as much done as we can in that time frame, and just so you know, we'll get some more information out to you. But this is actually going to be like the 3rd video in the series. The other 2 are already done. Dwayne did them, so you'll be able to refer to all 3 videos, guys.
Yep, absolutely. All right, so let's go ahead. All right, so we've got all the campaign messages in there. Now we've got to import. Now we've got to integrate our capture or our autoresponder into the new Ingresso Cybernetico form right here. Okay. All we're going to do, and this is very easy. So this is nice that this is an easy process. All you guys got to do is click on autoresponder, click autoresponder again, and you don't want to make this mistake. I did at one point in time. See where it says inactive? You want to make sure that you activate your campaign. Okay, that's that's extremely important. Make sure that it's showing active there. Okay, and what you'll do is you'll click that. You click Manage Campaign. Again, to activate it, you'll click where it says Deactivate Campaign. There's an Activate Campaign button there. You'll just click it. It'll activate it for you. Come back here. All right, and then you're going to go down to Manage Opt-in Form again. And right here where this ID code is, all right, you need to just take this ID code, copy, all right, and then we're going to take this campaign code and we're going to go over back to our Ingresso Cybernetico funnel link website, right? And we're just going to paste it right here, okay? Just paste it right in this box where it says Form ID. Again, this is for Magic Responder. If it's Aweber, they're going to have the same type of code. You just take that code, that share code, and or that campaign code, just stick it in there, and you're good to go. All right, and then all you do is click Set Up. All right, now here's your link. Now, just for the heck of it, we're going to take this link, we're going to copy it, we're going to go over here to a new browser, we're going to paste it, and we're going to hit Enter. We're going to see what happens. Let's cross our fingers that everything works good and that I did everything right. And this is why we test. This is why we test sales funnels. And personally, everybody that I know in this industry tests their own sales funnels, because we all know nobody's perfect. So, all right, what you're going to do is, here's the web page, and any of you that haven't seen this yet, this is amazing. I mean, look at the backgrounds. I mean, if you keep clicking this as people go, I don't know. I mean, this guy, he's got some hair on his chest there. That's pretty cool. But all right, so you just keep clicking the links. Oh, just have to go back there again. All right, again, just keep clicking the links, and you guys can see that it's going to change it up every time a new prospect comes in there and goes to your sales funnel. So pretty cool. I love it. And for all of you out there that are familiar with lead pages, you guys can see that there's some similarity here. And I'll tell you, the system we have is, in my opinion, amazing. I mean, for the value that we get for this business is just crazy. I mean, you definitely want to be telling people about this company, okay? So, all right, so you click on Show Me the Video. This is going to be for somebody opting into your sales funnel, right? Somebody's going to put their email address in here. All right, and we're going to click Show Me the Video. Now, what should happen is it's going to drive them to a video, right? And it did. And of course, this is Dwayne Jr. Talking about the opportunity. He's going to do all the sales aspect for you. At the very end of it, it's going to pop up with a video down here, or the link down here, where they can go ahead and buy and opt in and sign up for your business, and you're ready to rock and roll. Seriously, it's going to upsell them for you. It will. What I mean by upsell is it's going to sell them. It's going to show them what other products and services that they can get by getting the other business centers. And Dwayne goes a lot more into that, but just to give you guys the basics, your funnel is all completely set up. Now I want to go just a step further, real quick. And my email is not open right now, but I've already gotten an email from. Let me see if I can open my email real quick. And I'll show you guys how this works as well with the email. Just bear with me a second here. I usually keep my email closed when we're doing the webinars, because I want a bunch of stuff popping up. So, all right. So let's see. Bear with me a second. It's going to come in through here in just a second. All right, there it is right there. Okay. So there's the email that the magic responder in your sales funnel just sent to you, right? This is the email that you've just programmed to go to your Ingresso Cybernetical website. So what happens is, and the reason for this, and the reason why it's sent instantly, is because if I go in there and I'm a prospect and I say, and I got something I got to go do, I exit out of it, my computer shuts down, I don't have time to look at it now, or something happens, this email is going to go directly to them. It's going to say, thanks for visiting my website. And guess what? When they click these links right here, okay, that you just embedded, guess where it's going to go? It's going to go right back to your Ingresso Cybernetical website, guys. Okay, very cool. All right, that's how that all works. Now, the last thing I want to show you before we end tonight is most of us marketers, most of us online marketers all know. Let me exit out of my email here before everything starts popping up. All right, one of the last things I want to show you real quick is we all know that these links right here are long. Okay, these links right here. Okay, so this is your funnel link. Now, to go send somebody to that funnel link is long. Some people call it ugly. I mean, in my opinion, there's a lot of characters to it, right? It says landing / question mark, your ID, all that stuff. What you want to do is, in my opinion, okay, what you want to do is you want to get a URL that's going to look nice. It's going to be clean. It's going to be short. It's going to be applicable to our Ingresso Cybernetical business, whether it's a tool suite in it, whether it's a toolkit, whatever it may be. But in this case, what I want to show you real quick is what you can do is, to get this all set up and completed, is you can take this URL right here, you copy it. In this case, I'm just going to use GoDaddy to show you here, but I've got a domain here. I'm not going to go through it. I'm not going to go through it real quick, but I just want to show you. All you do is basically click it, go down. So it's my marketing toolkit, right? .com. You're going to go over here where it says, not name server, excuse me. You're going to go over here where it says free forwarding. You're going to click manage, and you are going to add this in there. So and I've already got something in there, but you'd basically go in here and change this up. So you're going to go in here and just literally take that URL, and you're going to posted in here, and most of you guys have done this before, but those that have not, see where it says HTTP comma // you just got to take it out of here. So just back it up just a little bit, and then there you've got your link. You can put whatever you want here, okay, but you want to do forward with masking so that people cannot see this URL, okay, but see your URL, okay, and then click edit. Once you do that, let it propagate, takes a few minutes. Once that's done, you will be ready to rock and roll. You can then send them to whatever URL you pick, and it will go into the marketing system for you, and they will then land up on this page, and it'll be a complete marketing system ready to go. Everything's following up with the customer. It's doing the selling for you, and it looks clean, looks nice, and of course, it's very appealing. So with that, guys, that's the end of the webinar. I hope that, again, that I was as thorough as possible. I do want to, Tom, if you want to go ahead and open it up, let's go ahead and take as many questions as we can before we end the webinar tonight. I'm gonna, while you're doing that, Tom, I'm gonna go ahead and get that new campaign code for everybody that's on here. Okay.
Sure, sure. So yeah, guys, if you got any more questions, you can type them in the box over there. A couple that popped up, I answered directly in chat, but I want to bring them up right now so everybody hears. Was, you know, the tracking data, when it's tracking the clicks, you're going to be able to go back into Magic Responder and then see the stats on those clicks later on. Okay. And also the other videos that Dwayne did, because I know we went real fast on this. He did 2 videos actually today. They're on his YouTube channel. He emailed them out to everybody, so you could watch his number 1 video, his number 2 video, and then watch this one again, because I know we are going a little fast, and it'll make a whole lot more sense to you. Okay? Oh, you're very welcome. Get a bunch of thank yous. Thank you guys for being on here.
All right. Well, don't end just
the
yet.
recording, Dylan. We can have the recording up tonight or tomorrow.
We'll get it uploaded to the YouTube channel, and then
tomorrow at the latest.
Yeah, it should be tomorrow at the latest.
Yeah, you guys subscribe to Dwayne's YouTube channel. That's where all these corporate trainings are going. Okay.
Just bear with me a second here. I'm gonna get the share code so everybody has it.
You're welcome again. Can you use different? No, not in this sales funnel. You're going to be able to use maybe later on they might integrate some more. If you have a specific one you want to use, you can submit a ticket, I guess. But right now, the only thing that's set up is Aweber and Magic Responder, and of course, you get Magic Responder with your system. I recommend using that. So even if you have another one and you want to keep it, that's fine. But most of them charge, by the more subscribers you get. So keep it at the minimum if you don't want to get rid of it, and start using your Magic Responder, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, one thing I would just want to point out real quick is that if anybody needs the actual campaign messages, if they're going to do their own, all they got to do is go into, let's see if I can go back here. All right, if anybody goes, if you're in your back office.
You're welcome, guys.
Okay, give me just a second, Tom. If anybody goes in here to the back office under resources, okay, under download zone, they're right here. So right here, okay, under the sales email campaign 1 and 2. Now there are 2 different campaigns in there. I picked one of these. It doesn't matter which one you pick, but if you're going to set it up with a different autoresponder, again, just keep in mind that you can only use Aweber and Magic Responder for right now for this marketing system. Now, they will be integrating other ones in the near future, but for right now, just those 2. So if you're not using Aweber, you'll want to use Magic Responder, and we've already got it all done for you. So all you got to do is take the campaign code. Now, I did just type in the new shared campaign code. So for all of you that are on the webinar, if you look at the campaign code there in your chat, make sure you write down the bottom one. Okay, the top one's no longer valid. And that I just did the changes for you so you didn't have to worry about doing those URL links. And what I mean by that is, not to confuse anybody, what I mean by that is the opt-in, the subscribe and unsubscribe links that I was talking about at the very beginning. You still do need to go into your messages and change the hyperlinks and so on and so forth.
Yeah, so you already changed them to default. That was a question we just had here, right?
Yeah, I just changed them to default because I noticed that they were mine. It's not going to make any difference because we're not using double opt-in, but for any of those that do pick double opt-in, it would go to mine, and I wanted to make sure I changed it before you guys shared that. So they are no longer going to mine, they're going to the standard opt-in forms or the opt-in link. So you're good to go. So just use that URL, that campaign code, the 70475 and so on and so forth. Use that one to import your campaign.
Hey Dylan, I think you may have already submitted a ticket, but we did have this question on here, so I want to bring it up live. See on that graphic right there, the Ingreso Cybernetico, and it's still got Spanish underneath it right there.
Yeah,
You already submitted a ticket to change that to English, right?
yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay, cool, cool. Just want to make sure.
Yeah, there was another thing too, guys. When it first came out, the first night that they announced it, if you notice, one of the things you also want to do, if you've got everything set up and you click this button right here and it does not take them to, or they click this and you put your email address in here, it show me the video and it does not go to the next sales page, that means you've got something wrong. Okay. Or it means that the system has changed your ID, your campaign ID for Magic Responder to something different. If you do get that for whatever reason, first go back and check your autoresponder, okay, to make sure everything's set up properly. And then if you're still getting that message and it's changed, the system is changing it for you, which it should not do that anymore. But if it does for whatever reason, please send us a ticket into support, and we'll get, they'll get that fixed for you as quickly as possible. So, any other questions, Tom? Or are we good to go?
There's a couple more popping up here. Somebody said they didn't get the email. I recommend checking spam. Dwayne sent it out this afternoon to everybody, so definitely check that out. And when you find it, whitelist his email, or you can check with your upline too. Maybe they could forward it to you if they got it and you didn't.
We got anything else here that we want to cover on the webinar here?
Rolling through it here.
I'm glad that you guys are. I really appreciate the questions because honestly, we do get participation on these, but tonight it's great to see all these questions and all these new people on here. It's thank you again for being here.
Do we still tick the box default URL and using the new code it was just placed in? You shouldn't need to on that. Dylan already fixed that for you.
Yeah, all that's been fixed. So the new code is there.
Can you guys see that new code in the chat box? It starts with 70475. This is going on Dwayne's YouTube, not Dylan's.
Yeah, this won't go on my YouTube channel. This will go on Dwayne's YouTube channel.
Yeah.
If you guys are not familiar with Dwayne's YouTube channel, what you can do is if you're not familiar on how to get there, go over here to resources where it says training videos, click on that. And these actually have all of our trainings that we've done in the past, all of our webinars and things like that. All you got to do is click on one of these videos, any one of these videos, doesn't matter. Just click play video. And if any of you guys are familiar with this, all you got to do is click YouTube. Okay, and it's going to basically, hold on. And it's gonna pull up his. Well, this is Juan Carlos's. Just pick and choose, figure out which one you want to look at. But there's let me look and see here. We go to recorded webinars.
And while you're doing that, somebody just asked where they use that code at. Just watch the replay because we're about to. This thing will cut off here in just a couple minutes. Okay. We show you, and then Dwayne shows you in one of his that he did. Well, no, Dwayne doesn't show you. That's only in ours, so you have to rewind it on this one. But when you're starting a new campaign in Magic Responder, you hit click import, and then you pick a name for it, and then you put it in the box.
Here, let me show you real quick since we're already over time, guys. But that's okay. I want to make sure everybody gets this because as soon as this is set up for you, you're gonna be glad that you got it all set up. So
yeah, once you get this right, you guys are gonna love it. This new funnel I'm really impressed with it, guys.
All right, all you're going to do.
Somebody just asked, we have this in Spanish. I mean, I don't speak Spanish. I think they have other Spanish trainings that they do.
Yes, yeah, they will have. I'm sure Juan Carlos is going to cover it in Spanish as well. So you guys all have that in Spanish. What you're going to do again for that question that just came up, where do I put that campaign code? You're going to click autoresponder. You're going to go in here where it says import campaign. Click that. And you're gonna name it whatever you want to, and then you're gonna basically paste it in there, okay? And just hit enter. And then you got to go in and do the changes. Like I said, go back, just rewind the video. You'll see everything step by step on how to do that. So, all right, we all set?
Hold on, the questions pouring in here. Let me answer this real quick. Say when the email they said they didn't get was when they went to test it. So I'm just saying make sure you have your magic responder set up. It'll go to whatever email you have set in that. If you've never set that up in the beginning under your profile, then you may have to go double check that.
Now, if you're talking, yeah, I was going to say if you're talking about actually going into to test this funnel that we just set up here, you don't want to do that necessarily. But if you did, check your spam folder. It's either going to be an email or in your regular email or spam. It just depends on your email service.
Yep. But the testing I've done, deliverability's been really good with Magic Responder, right up there with any of the premium brands. So you shouldn't really have an issue once you get it set up properly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Someone's asking where to use your sales funnel at. It's like wherever you want to use it at. Social media. I would have people opting in and going through your sales funnel. I think this new sales funnel is going to convert a million times better than just sending them to your Ingresso page, of course. So
Yeah, and like I
definitely want to use that. If you're buying traffic, you want to buy traffic. You want to capture the emails so you can market them over time. So it's going to work good that way.
Yeah, like I was saying and like Tom just said, you're going to get better conversions, and you're going to capture people's information. Remember how we were doing it before this marketing system? All right, you were going out there and you were posting your link out there on social media, right? Well, people click on your website and then they don't do anything, okay? Or some of them do, some of them don't. What happens is you lose the ability to communicate with that person. They might not be able to make a decision the first day. They might not have saw all the information. So by having this marketing system now, use this system to go out there and market your aggressive cybernetical business. Don't drive people directly to the website. Remember, the links that you're embedding in your email follow-up are going directly to your website. So it's still going to that destination, but it's just kind of a roundabout way. And the reason you want to do this is because now, as soon as they enter their email address, guess what? They're going to get 7 emails from you over the next 12 days. And that's the purpose of the magic responder and the autoresponder. It's going to follow up for you so that you're continuously dripping information on these people so that they can make a sound decision at that point. Because once they see the value of aggressive cybernetico, they're going to get involved. So, all right, let's take one more question and then we'll go ahead and wrap it up for tonight. Because again, we've been here almost an hour. I just want to make sure that we've got everything good to go, and then we're out of here. You got another one there, Tom, and then we'll go ahead.
Well, somebody said they set it up again and they're getting an error, but
Again,
I have
just
to
go.
see it. I mean, we don't really have time to go through that because there's
Just
double
go.
check everything.
Just go back and when you can get the video here, just go back and rewind it and just kind of slowly go through it step by step. Pause it as you go, and as long as you follow all the instructions that I just went through with you, you will not have any errors, okay, whatsoever. If there's an error there, it means that you're doing something that has to do with integration, or whether it be the autoresponder or maybe a campaign code or something like that. But you might be getting an error. Just keep in mind, you might be getting an error if you're trying to import the old code that I just told you is no longer valid. You're probably going to get an error message because it's no longer being shared. Okay, you have to use the 70475 number. You have to use that number in order for it to work.
Yeah, it's in the chat box now, guys.
Yep.
I think you can see it there. It's the bottom one.
Yeah, it is. It's right there. All right. Well, with that said, let's go ahead and wrap it up. We'll be on here again on Thursday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We've got some additional training for the next few weeks. We've got things plugged into the system, so make sure that you're plugging your teams in. Get registered for those webinars, because we're going to cover things exactly like this on a regular basis. And we hope, obviously, that we bring value to you each and every week. And if you guys have any suggestions for training for the near future, please let us know on these webinars. Just post them in the comment section. Let us know that, hey, you'd like us to cover this because you've got a lot of team members that are asking these type of questions. We'll do our best to tackle that for you. The only thing we ask you to do is plug your team in on those days so that we can get that information out to them. So with that said, I hope everybody has a phenomenal evening. Stay warm. And with that, Tom, you want to close us out, my friend?
Yeah, a bunch of people are saying thank you. I'm gonna send the code to one more person. I don't know if they can't see it, but yeah, you're welcome, guys. Everybody that's saying thank you, appreciate your participation tonight. And we'll see you on Thursday night.
Thank you all.
Take care.